Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everyone who watch this. My name is Kasyfil Aziz bin Abdul Ghani. My metric number is 2021104 I'm from class BHM 115 1E. I studied in Diploma in Culinary Arts HM 115 in UiTM Pematang. In this video, I'm going to make a choux pastry which is Éclair. So let's get started.
Introduction of choux paste. Pah as choux. Pah means paste, and choux means cabbage. The name comes from the resemblance to little cabbage when the puffs come out of the oven. Thick paste made on the stove top from a roux with the addition of eggs. Choux paste is leavened by steam and baked into hollow shells that can be filled with filling. History of choux pastry. A chef by the name of Pantarelli and Patanelli invented the dough in 1540 in France. Aziz, a pâtissier in the 18th century, created what were then called choux buns. The name of the dough then changed to pâte à choux. Éclair. An éclair is a delicate individual pastry made with choux paste. The dough is piped from a pastry bag in an oblong or lobe shape on baking pans and baked until it is crisp and hollow inside. It is either filled from a hole made in on one end or split lengthwise and filled. The filling is traditionally a vanilla pastry cream or whipped cream and usually topped with a chocolate fondant or confectioner's glaze. Other fillings include coffee and rum flavored custard, fruit flavored fillings, or chestnut puree, and the topping is usually flavored the same as the filling. For correction, my product is called Mini Eclair, and so this is the recipe. For the vanilla filling, I use 3 egg yolks, 20 gram cornstarch, 50 grams sugar, 250 ml milk, 100 gram whipping cream, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. And for the choux pastry is I use 130 milliliter water, 50 gram unsalted butter, quarter teaspoon salt, 70 gram all-purpose flour, 2 eggs. And for the ganache chocolate, which is the dipping, I use 70 gram milk chocolate, 70 gram hot whipping cream, and that's so. Let's get started by making the vanilla filling. So what we have here: 3 egg yolks, 250 milliliter milk, 100 gram whipping cream, 50 gram sugar, 20 gram cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So now pour in the 3 egg yolk into the bowl. And after that, pour in 20 gram of cornstarch. And then put in the 50 gram of sugar. Whisk it until all of it has mixed together. Just look how fast I am whisking it. And the butter should be look like this. So let's move on for the cream. Pour in the 250 milliliter of milk, and then 100 gram of whipping cream. And after that, put it on the stove and start to boil it. You need to boil it until you see a bubble. Don't boil it too long or it won't work. Recipe like that should work. And then up, mix together the cream and the butter. Do not pour it too fast, just pour it slowly. A step to another step. And then whisk it all together. Next up, pour it back into the pot and boil it again for the second round. You need to make sure the stove was on low heat and then stir it up until it becomes clumpy. Stir it again and again until the butter becomes soft like this. And you're good to go. And next up, pour in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and stir it again. This vanilla extract I used to add more flavor in it. And there you have it, vanilla filling. And pour into the piping bag. Tie it and cool it for 2 hours. Next up is to make the choux pastry itself. We have here 2 eggs, 130 ml water, 7 gram all-purpose flour, 50 gram unsalted butter, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. And I use another pot. So pour in the water, and then the butter, the unsalted butter. Next up, put in salt. And make sure you put it on low heat too, or medium heat. So boil it until the butter has melt like this. Okay, so next up, pour in all-purpose flour. Whisk it until it becomes like this. Very good. Then put it back on the stove. Make it more soft, or should I say, to have a soft texture on the dough. Okay, so next up, we need to cool it down for about 10 minutes to 50 minutes. And after that, you need to put in the egg. The most difficult thing while putting the egg is how hard is the egg to dissolve with the butter. So it might take about
10 to 15 minutes for me to whisk it up. So after you whisk it up, it should be look like this. Then the dough is good to go. Put it on the piping bag, and you are set to pipe in on the tray. I use air fryer as my cooking ware because my oven are not working, so I need to use my air fryer instead. And I bake at 190 degrees Celsius for about 25 minutes. While waiting for the dough to rise, I make the ganache chocolate. Boil the whipping cream until it's hot, and then pour in the 50 gram of milk chocolate and stir it until it mixes together. And after that, I just need to wait for the dough to rise. And my mini eclair has done cook from the air fryer. Look at that, it's so small and cute. It has nice texture and soft too. Just use anything to make a hole at the bottom of the eclair to pipe in the filling. And after that, dip it into the chocolate, and don't forget to make sure it doesn't have any drip left to prevent bad texture at the decoration. So there you have it. My mini eclair has done.